4, we need to look at a couple of things. Exodus 4, this is when the Lord is starting to call Moses and say, Moses, I'm going to use you, you're going to work for me, kind of thing. Exodus 4, and let's pick it up at verse 1. Exodus 4 and verse 1. When you get there, brother, go ahead and read.
And Moses answered and said, But behold, they will not believe me, nor hearken unto my voice. For they will say, the Lord hath not appeared unto thee.
Okay, go ahead. They said, well, we're not going to... Moses was telling the Lord they won't believe me. Because they don't think that you're actually talking to me, Lord. Go ahead.
And the Lord said unto him, What is that in thy hand?
Okay.
And he said, A rod.
Okay.
And he said, Cast it on the ground. As he cast it on the ground, it became a serpent.
Okay, this is the first miracle that the Lord performed with Moses. Go ahead.
Moses fled from before it.
He scared him. Scared him out of his mind. Scared him out of his mind. He threw the staff to the ground. It turned to a snake. Freaked Moses out. Go ahead, verse 4.
And the Lord said unto Moses, Put forth thy hand, and take it by the tail.
Put forth your hand, grab it, and take it by the tail.
And he put it forth his hand, and caught it, and it became a rod in his hand.
He picked up the snake by the tail, and it became a rod again that he had before. That was the first miracle that the Lord did unto Moses. Verse 5.
That they may believe that the Lord God of their fathers, the God of Abraham,
Go ahead.
the God of Isaac,
Who else?
and the God of Jacob, hath appeared unto thee.
Yeah, that I spoke to you. Because God didn't deal with just anybody. He dealt with certain people. And so in this particular case, he was saying, look, I did this so that they will understand when you go to talk to them, they will understand that I sent you, that I appeared to you, that I talked to you, Moses. Okay, verse 6.
And the Lord said furthermore unto him, Put now thy hand into thy bosom.
Put your hand into your bosom, into your chest. And what?
And he put his hand into his bosom.
And he put his hand into his bosom.
And when he took it out, behold, his hand was leprous as snow.
Leprous as snow, or white as snow. And let me just go ahead and say one other thing. And before we kill the lights, I wanted to say one other thing. There are 2 types of leprosy in the Bible. Okay? The first type of leprosy is like vitiligo. It is a skin disorder. It turns a dark-skinned person very, very, very white. That's what happens. The other one is open sores and pus and wounds that will not close. And it gets infected and it emits a strong odor. 2 different types of leprosy. And the Bible talks about both types of leprosy. So we have to understand that. He said, and when he took it out, behold, his hand was leprous as snow. Now, what I want to do real quick, we're going to read verse 7. So we're going to look at it on both ends. Verse 7 of the same verse. Verse 7. Now, when he put it in, took it out, behold, it was leprous as snow, or it was white as snow. Verse 7.
Verse 7?
Verse 7.
Chapter 4, right?
Correct.
All right. 1 second. Moved ahead.
Let's see. Exodus 4 and verse
Gotcha.
7.
And he said, Put thy hand into the bosom again.
Back into your chest or in your bosom. Go ahead.
And he put his hand into the bosom again. And he plucked it out of his bosom. And behold, it was turned again as his other flesh.
As his other flesh. Now, kill the lights and we're going to take a look at this. This is the miracle that we're talking about. This is the miracle that we are referring to. This is the miracle that was missed in the movie. If you saw the movie with Charlton Heston and the 10 Commandments, obviously it wouldn't have gone well. Because Charlton Heston, obviously being a Gentile, it wouldn't have gone well. So this is the miracle. They did the staff and the staff or the rod and the snake. They did that one, but they skipped this one. Because a dark-skinned Hebrew, a black Hebrew, put his hand in his chest and it became leprous, or white as snow. It became white as snow. And then he said in verse 7, as the reader just stated, and he said, Put thy hand into thy bosom again. So put it back into your chest. And he put his hand into his bosom again and plucked it out of his bosom. And behold, it was as his other flesh. So at this point, it came back as his other flesh. So we're going to look at some of this real quick. Now, that was that second miracle that the Lord performed with Moses.